Hi, it's Paula from Pola Quilting. Welcome back to my channel. You may have noticed there were not so many tutorials recently, but there was a good reason for that. I have been busy finishing all the quilt tops in my sewing room, and there was quite a few of them. I have still 2 to complete, but I can start sharing show and tell with you so you can see how these blocks you saw in tutorials actually finished up. Both quilts on the picture are after they have been washed. I do apologize for the quality of the pictures, but I was giving this quilt away and I was waiting for a little bit of better weather, so I had to rush the job. I will try better with the next ones. Today I am starting with my mini chips and fake trapunto quilt from those 2 tutorials, and in the second part we will have a look how I finished quilt from tutorial rainbow snowballs. This is how my mini chips and fake trapunto blocks looks when sewn together. It is very colorful. I use low pile fleece for batting, which makes the quilt light and cozy. Thread used is Orfil 50 in cream, and I love this backing. Long ago I bought a duvet cover on sale in IKEA. It was a children's one, and it was lying in my box again with other quilts to finish off, and it's just perfect opportunity here to use it up. I use decorative stitch on my machine to quilt it, but it's not the one which kind of adds a lot of detail. It's just kind of got like a wonky straight stitch basically. I quilted on my domestic machine by making 3 passes on each column. Each stitch line is a bit wavy, as you can see on this diagram. This is how more or less the quilting looks like on each of the column, and nothing has been marked on the quilt before I started quilting. All lines are very organic. For binding I used 2.5-inch strips. I added binding first on the left side of the quilt and then finish on my machine on the right side. And I used exactly the same stitch as for the quilting, but I have narrowed down the stitch length and width, so it made the binding sit nicely. And obviously I've added my label, don't forget about that. And I'm very happy with the result. So the second quilt, rainbow snowballs, I like how the yellow pop out from the design and shows the stars. Same batting and thread here has been used as well. That's normally what I use. I just like cream threads and the fleece for batting. Since it's a square quilt, I decided to make quilting a little bit more planned here. So only use straight stitching here, nothing fancy. But I lengthened the stitch to 3.2, just make it a little bit longer. 1, you quilt faster, and 2, it actually looks quite nice on the quilt when the stitch is a little bit bigger. First I stitched on diagonal both ways, just divided that quilt, and once that was done I focused on each quarter at the time, and I echoed kind of initial lines, make the triangle shapes there. The distance between one to another line was about 1 inch, 1.5 up to 2 inch. Again, I wasn't marking anything, I wasn't making it even. It's just, you know, organically echoing those lines. For backing, another duvet fabric, this time very calm, flowery design, and binding as before, 2.5-inch strips, and I actually use the same fabric that I use for backing, and then I was squaring it up so I had of those strips all around, so I use it to make the binding tape. Stitch to the left side again first and finish at the front on machine, and I actually use the same decorative stitch as the previous quilt, and again, don't forget about the label. I quite like how that stitch looks on the binding, so you might see more of that. I have few tutorials about how to finish off your quilt, and it's all placed for you in a playlist called Quilting Tips, so please be sure to pop in there if you need more information about anything between squaring up your quilt, how to make or sew binding, and how you can finish off the binding either on right side, left side, and some decorative stuff there as well. All links to the playlist as well as tutorials for quilting blocks are in the description below. I hope you like this short video. Please pop in the comment what you think about my finish, and if you have any more questions, please leave them as well. And come back for more show and tell, which is coming soon. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll share this tutorial, subscribe if you haven't done so. Happy sewing and see you next time.